the Samsung Galaxy A10, a beautiful looking device, a 6.2-inch screen, a 13MP camera, a 2GB RAM, and a 3400 mAh battery. This was announced February 2019 and was released March 2019. What's up guys, it's Tech Mayor. Today we'll be talking about the Galaxy A10. It's a low budget phone that really gives you the value for your money. It is a traditional 2019 device, traditional in the sense that it has almost everything you need in a 2019 device, but sadly it doesn't come with the Type-C USB. And also it is not water resistant. Before I go start to talk plenty, let's dive into the phone. When you pick up the device, first thing you notice is the beautiful screen. It has an Infinity V display with a water drop notch, which houses a front-facing 5-megapixel camera. The display. The A10 has a 6.2-inch LCD touchscreen with 16 million colors and a resolution of 720 by 1520 pixel and 271 ppi density. It has 81.6% screen to body ratio. Now, when we say screen to body ratio, a lot of people don't really understand what screen to body ratio is. Now, the screen to body ratio is that little border between your screen and the body of a phone. The thinner the bezels are, the higher the screen to body ratio will be. The A10 has a very nice glossy plastic finish around the edges and the back, which does not really feel like plastic, but it is sure a fingerprint magnet unless you get a pouch. It has two microphones, one on top and one below. On the right hand side, you have the power button and the volume rocker. On the left side of the device, we have the micro SD and SIM card tray. On the bottom, we have the 3.5mm headphone jack and a micro USB port for charging. A firing speaker at the back, and also at the back we have the 13-megapixel camera with a single LED flash. The A10 is 155.6mm long, 75.6mm wide, and 7.9mm thick. It weighs 168 grams. The A10 has a 13-megapixel camera at the back with a focal length of 1.9, 28mm wide angle. Now, this wide angle, what it means is if you're taking a selfie, it could cover more area, or if you're using the back camera, it could cover more area. The A10 also has a 2x zoom. You can see from here, it's not bad, it's really good. For students, for those who want to take just pictures, but for professionals who want to make videos, I don't really recommend the camera, but for students who want to do projects and the rest of it, it's a really nice camera. I've tested it out, I've tried it, and it's really, really nice. It also has a panorama and a HDR mode. The video shoots at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Now what it means is you get better videos. The front facing is a 5-megapixel camera with a 2.0 focal length. Making videos with the front facing camera, that's for Snapchat and the rest of it, it's a really good camera for this price point. It's really, really nice. Now to the part I'm a very huge fan of. It's the software. Straight out of the box, you get an Android 9.0, that's the Android Pie. You also get the Samsung One UI. The A10 is powered by Exynos 7884, an octa-core CPU, and a Mali G71 MP2 GPU. The A10 runs on a 2GB RAM and a 32GB storage, which is expandable to 1TB. Surprisingly, despite the 2GB of RAM, the phone is not slow at all. Thanks to the Exynos processor and the Samsung One UI. The beautiful thing about the Samsung One UI is that it is optimized for a faster performance and low RAM usage. Security. Now, nobody likes to leave their phone without a password or a Face ID or a fingerprint or a PIN. The A10 has a face unlock, a pattern, and a password or PIN option. Now, I wouldn't recommend you using the face unlock. It's really a no-no for me, and I would not advise you to do so, because I tried unlocking the phone with my brother's face and he unlocked it, and I used mine as well and he unlocked. You could trick the face unlock with a picture of the person as well, so I wouldn't recommend you using the face unlock. The battery. The A10 has a non-removable 3400 mAh battery. You get 117 hours of standby, 15 hours of web browsing, 47 hours of music, 17 hours of phone calls, and 4 hours of video recording. And it comes in just 4 colors: blue, black, red, and gold. Other features of the phone. The A10 has a Bluetooth 5.0, a built-in FM radio, and it's a 4G phone. All of this you get at a price point of 39,900 naira. That is 39,900 naira. My final verdict. Now, we've seen phones that fare well upon release, but complaints arise after a few months of day-to-day usage. But this is not the case of the A10. The A10 has been running smooth. The apps, the games, except for PUBG, it drops. The frame rate drops sometimes, but it picks up as fast as possible. So I don't have issues with the battery. The screen is very, very okay. They're recording the pictures. I really don't see any major setbacks, because if we were to talk about the USB Type-C, there are still lots of phones using the micro USB these days, and the micro USB are still all over the place, so it's still a blend. So if you're on a budget and you're thinking of getting a very nice phone, I think this is the phone for you. For this often, I want to garden the plenty English. But I try talk, we say, for person where they try manage money, say, okay, make I get better something what if you use, we go dey okay and we go dey presentable. I go recommend this phone. The phone no slow, the camera dey okay, and I no just see complain about the phone at all. And those people don't buy the phone used, them no complain at all. So me, I go recommend the phone for anybody with the plan to save money, at the same time get better thing use.